You know, that almost works. Oh my god. That kind of works, but sun glare, light flare. Woohoo. Wow, look at those dark circles. Look at that. Holy crap. I look super tired, and I'm actually really well rested, so maybe it's just bad lighting. I am currently cleaning my kitchen. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is basically, my entire kitchen is right here, and it's really small. There's a little counter space right here where I'm standing, which is what I'm cleaning off. We have an island that we put in that's supposed to be counter space, but it's covered in total shit. And then our fridge is right next to me on this side. So our kitchen is very small. I know, like, to some people it might be bigger than theirs, and that's great, but for us, it's very tiny. The only counter space I have is literally right here, and this doubles my counter space when I pull it out, which is a pull-out cutting board. So I don't know if you can even see that, but it's just a little ridiculous. So my goal today is to get the kitchen cleaned, and that's a pretty big goal. I never see my paper towels. Oh my god, that's not working. If my head gets cut off, my head gets cut off. I'm cleaning, so you don't need to see my face anyway, right? So, like, I can handle some mess. I don't mind clutter, especially when you're in a space like we're in where there's not a lot of room for things. So I don't mind. What is this doing in here? I don't mind, like, normal clutter. Like, that's fine. What I can't stand and what's happening is disorganized clutter everywhere. So now my spice drawer is closed, and I'm so much happier about that. And, like, I don't mind. I really don't mind clutter. I really, truly don't. There goes my blender. But what I mind is, like, the super mess that I keep running into. The things that don't at all belong in this room or in this room. And things that belong here but don't belong next to other stuff. It's just driving me crazy. Nathan just called and gave me an update on the roads. Apparently they're kind of salty, but kind of salty, haha. They're not too bad. So our road is like shit as usual apparently, but everything else seems to be not too awful. But I'm still not gonna go anywhere today because I need to get this cleaning done. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new steak knives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the old crappy steak knives are going in the garbage. Yes, I just threw knives in the trash. No, I don't really care. Normally that stuff goes to Goodwill. I'm not feeling it today. Today is get it the fuck out of my house day. Oh my god, Chloe. Chloe does this. There's popcorn everywhere. This child loves her popcorn, but never cleans up her mess, and it's driving me insane. The amount of freaking popcorn is killing me. This child is bound to make my life difficult, I swear to God. And these bagels keep trying to attack me. I don't even know if these are good anymore. Oh, surprisingly they are. It's just stuff that doesn't belong here. This is what happens when I clean. I remember things. I was putting my prescriptions up in the cupboard, and I remembered that yesterday my doctor gave me a new pain med. I did some research on it online, and it has contraindications with my, one of the other drugs I'm on for my depression and anxiety. So I want to make sure that she saw that I was on both of those meds and that it's not going to affect me in a negative way. So I have to email my doctor now, which is what I'm going to do now. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I have been cleaning all day. So right now Nathan is outside snow blowing, and I am making dinner. Tonight we are having a caramelized onion, red onion, prosciutto, and mozzarella pizza. This is delicious. It's amazing. If I remember or you guys want the recipe, I might link it if I remember. But if I don't and you want it, let me know. But this is so good. Oh my goodness. So I am in the garage. I have a fibromyalgia specialist appointment today. I hate parking garages, like, with a passion, but that's like all the parking that's around here because I live downtown Cleveland. Or my doctor's in downtown Cleveland, I should say, but whatever. The point is, this sucks. So yeah, doctor's appointment today, and I think that's pretty much it as far as important adulting goes. I don't think I have other, like, important stuff today. I hope not. Yeah. So, super fun. I'm always early. I'm early this time, too. So, I'm just going to go up early, and maybe I'll get lucky and they can get me in early. So, who knows? Oh, well, we'll see. I got to find a bathroom. I got to pee. And today is Starbucks hot chocolate day. So, I'm going to get a hot chocolate today and get my extra entry for Starbucks for life in hopes that I will get Starbucks for life. I doubt it'll happen, but you never know, right? It's 11:30. I just got out of the doctor's and they're like 95% sure I was misdiagnosed with fibromyalgia when I was a kid. Because I got that diagnosis at like 15 from my primary doc, and then I got a second diagnosis later by a nurse practitioner. And she's an arthritic specialist, and they deal with fibromyalgia, nerve pain and arthritis and all that stuff, inflammation, all of that. And she said, after doing a very thorough exam, it was like an hour and a half of family medical history and the exam and all of that, with all the pressure points and everything, she's like above 90% sure. So I can't remember if she said like 95 or something, but she's pretty damn sure I don't have fibromyalgia. They drew blood to check for autoimmune stuff for arthritis, and they did x-rays to check for curvature in my spine and arthritis and see if there's anything wrong with my spine, because a lot of my pain is centered around my spine, and that can be causing muscle pain as well. But she's pretty sure I don't have fibromyalgia, which is interesting because I have a lot of the pressure points that fibromyalgia has, but I've never had like the touch sensitivity like my mom has. So I was wondering if that was really, if I did have fibromyalgia or not. I ended up bawling in the doctor's office for no reason, and I felt like a freaking idiot, but one of the meds I'm on sometimes makes me cry. And part of it was, you know, she did mention that because I am fat, you know, that it can be causing some back pain as well, and that could be a secondary cause of my pain, but probably not the primary cause. And I just, like, my brain, after years and years and years of doctors saying, you know, your issue is caused because you're fat, that's where my brain went. And I know that's not what she was saying, but emotionally, I went there. And I went to the place in my head where it was, oh, they're just, because you're fat, they're telling you that you're fat, and if you lost weight, everything would be okay. And I know, like I said, I know that's not what they were saying. I know that's not what she meant, but that's where my mind went. And then I just broke down and started crying. And part of my tears, too, was because where she was pressing on my back really hurt. And I was trying not to, like, show the pain because I've always been, like, that stoic person. But I realized that I might have screwed myself by not showing my pain. So, I don't know. I'm a little... I don't know. I feel a wide range of emotions right now. I am not sure what's going to happen next. She said we're still in, like, the very early diagnostic stages. They want to run some more tests. They want to get the lab results back and, you know, go from there. But even that being said, I'm still... Sorry, my camera's being weird. I'm still kind of in a place where it's a little nerve-wracking to me to not know, to think that I had something for, 20 years and have them tell me, we're 90% sure you don't have that. It's almost a betrayal of my previous doctors to not have looked into it further and to just dismiss it as, well, it was fibromyalgia because you had half the symptoms. And what if it isn't? What if it's arthritis or, some other nerve issue? Because she said it could still be something else. So I'm supposed to, she gave me a stronger painkiller, so I'm not just chucking ibuprofen every day because they really want to make sure that, my liver doesn't get damaged with too much ibuprofen. And I'm on board with that, which is one of the reasons why I am in pain so much, is because I don't take as much ibuprofen as I could or should due to I don't want to fuck up my liver and my kidneys. So they ran another liver panel, even though I'm supposed to get one in 2 months. And she wants me to add 10 minutes of yoga to my routine every day. Yet another thing to add to my freaking routine. I swear to God, if I don't start losing weight at a monumental goddamn rate, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I'm doing so much bloody exercise. And I've changed my diet so much. So I'm just like, really? I better be losing weight. But she did also mention, like, they have weight management. And I said, yeah, I'm seeing someone with that. So I don't know why, like, that wasn't in my chart. Half of my information wasn't in my chart. And it's the same provider, like, same office, same shared computer system as my current primary care doctor. They didn't even have in there that I had a primary care doctor. So I was really confused as to why that wasn't showing up. But then when she started digging into the system, she saw, like, oh yeah, you have a primary care doctor, you have an OBGYN, you have all of this stuff, and it's all within our network. And I'm like, yeah, it should all be there. But for some reason, the computers were being dumb. I really like my doctor, though. And honestly, I saw the actual doctor that I was signed up to see for like 3 minutes. She saw me in my crying phase. And then the doctor that was before her, she's a resident intern doctor, and she has been in residency for, I think she said 3 years here and 14 years total. So, and all of her residency and experience and all of that has been with arthritis and stuff. And she was saying that often when people get a fibromyalgia referral, they end up, there's nothing they can do because there really isn't much you can do for fibromyalgia. And she goes, I was kind of excited when I realized that it wasn't fibromyalgia for you because it means it's something I can help you with. It's something we can fix. It's something we can make better. So I was kind of like, okay, when you look at it that way, I guess that's good. But she's also from Ireland, and she has the most beautiful accent, and she's really super nice, and she's a tiny little itty bitty woman. I don't know what is with me getting tiny little itty bitty women doctors, but I tend to. And I was like, okay, fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Starbucks because it's hot chocolate day. I get my extra spin for life. Spin for Starbucks for life. I'm gonna get my peppermint hot chocolate today as I didn't eat breakfast, so I have the calories to spend.
Thanks for stopping at Starbucks. What can I get started for you today?
Hi, can I get a Trenta unsweetened black iced tea and also a tall peppermint hot chocolate?
Hot peppermint hot chocolate. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, it's 6:40.
All right, thank you. Tea, glorious tea. Oh, yes, tea. Thank you. You too. So I got my baby hot chocolate. My baby hot chocolate, look how cute it is. And then I got a big Trenta tea. And because apparently if you get a hot chocolate, you can get a cake pop for $1. I got a cake pop. That's my breakfast today. Don't judge me. At 11:51, that's my breakfast. Because I was stuck in the doctor's all day. Yay. My back hurts so bad from where she was pushing. I'm just like, but it hurts. But it hurts. It hurts so bad. You guys, this is the cutest cake pop ever. Look, it's got little candy canes and sprinkles. I am driving today to Girl Scout Day with my sister. So I need Starbucks first, obviously. I am on day 2 of the new medicine, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It works for like the first couple hours, and then it just fades off to nothing. And I'm in so much pain when it fades off to nothing because I'm not used to that, and it hurts. Come on, people. For fuck's sake, learn to drive. It can take a couple weeks to kick in fully, so you might have to wait a couple of weeks for it to like do its thing. So I'm just kind of like, great, I have to be in pain for a couple of weeks. That's fantastic. I'm debating if I want to be in the Starbucks drive-thru line because there's like 20 cars, or I already placed my order. Usually I mobile order and pick it up. So I think I'm just gonna pick it up. I think I'm gonna park and go in. That was a much better idea because the truck I was behind in the drive-thru is still 5 out, and I have my coffee. So I went in, and fortunately, the guy was making it as I was doing it, and he didn't look like he was rushed. So it tastes great. Awesome. Last time I got this here, when they were in a hurry, they burnt my coffee. I got Chloe her holiday clothes for the Girl Scout party tonight, because it's a Christmas party. And I'm driving now. My sister wanted me to come down early so that I could help her out. I was gonna stop. I have a Lane Bryant order that came in, and I was gonna stop and pick it up, but they don't open till 10, and I don't feel like driving all the way out there and then driving all the way back. So I'm going to just say no and pick it up on Monday. We got an Echo Dot for our house, and I've already been using the crap out of it to set reminders for myself and calendar appointments and all that. So I've got like a reminder to pick it up at, you know, Monday. Because we're having people over. I would pick it up this week, but we're having people over. So Nathan's friend Phil is coming into town. I might vlog him if he wants to be vlogged. I don't know. And then Chloe's got a friend coming up. Her name's Trinity. She's a really cool kid, and she will probably be on the vlog as well because she is not shy of anything, and she's a fun kid. So I will probably get her as well. But yeah, I'm going down to help my sister prepare for the party. So that's what I'm doing. So I got almost watching an accident next to me. This guy's backing out, and some guy just came flying around the corner. Didn't even look to see if anyone was backing out or not. I went to the dollar store, and I got baggies and goodies to make goodie bags for Girl Scouts tonight. And I'm actually going to stop here. Right behind me is the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to make these up because I forgot completely to get stuff. These are so loud. To get stuff for the party tonight until I was like halfway down here and went, oh crap. So I'm gonna make up some baggies. These bags are so big, it makes it look like I'm skimpy on my stuff, but I really don't think so. I mean, maybe I'll go over to Walmart and get a cookie and put it in here too, because it doesn't look like there's a whole lot in there. Oh God, what am I thinking? I'm going to Walmart on a Friday for like cookies. Really? What is wrong with me? Oh, let's go this way. Let's see if there's a spot down here. I might get lucky. Am I a lucky ducky? No, it's a cart thing. Fucky ducky, lucky ducky. Ooh, am I lucky? I'm lucky! Yes! Sweet. Molewart. Here we go. Holy crap. Okay. That was super fast because they had the cookies right at the entrance. So I actually got 2 kinds because I like my Scouts. So we're gonna drive over to the other side of the parking lot. So I'm not, oh, there's somebody already waiting for my spot. See, I'm nice. I'm gonna drive over to the empty side of the parking lot that nobody uses and pack up my bags. You know, maybe I will do this at my sister's house. That just might be easier because I think I can lay stuff out a little better. All right, driving to my sister's. Oh, spinny, spinny. Okay, let's get out of this parking lot and go to my sister's. I love my sister. My sister and I have had a tumultuous relationship over the years, especially as children. We are 2.5 years apart and she's older, and we didn't really get along. And there have been a lot of things, a lot of times where I've misread my sister because she sees the world a little bit differently. I wouldn't be surprised if my sister as an adult was diagnosed with autism, a mild form of it, but it wouldn't surprise me at all because she has never had a filter, and she always says exactly what she means, and she's worked really hard to like get a filter, but she's never shy to say like, that's fucked up, or you shouldn't do that, or whatever she feels. Her feelings are always very out in the open, and she's very outspoken about that, and sometimes that's caused me to have a bit of a rift with my sister. But as an adult, in the last, I would say 10 years, our relationship has gotten really close, and since moving away, because we lived basically in the same building. I mean, we did live in the same building. We lived in an apartment building that had 4 apartments in it, and my mom, my sister, and I were in 3 of the 4 apartments. So when I moved in with Nathan in Cleveland, and I'm like an hour and 15 minutes away now, and it was hard on both of us to adapt to that and adjust. And even now, like, I miss my sister. I want to spend more time with her, and my niece and my niece and my daughter are really close. And now they're hitting that age where they're like, Chloe's a couple years older. Chloe's like 2.5 years older than Lucy. So her and Chloe tend to get along a lot. But now they're starting to butt heads, and Chloe's starting to get like, they both like to draw. And Chloe's like, but she's copying what I'm doing. And I'm like, well, of course she is, because you're her like big sister idol person. Like my sister was my big sister idol person. And she doesn't understand that it's not copying, it's, oh, I want to do that too because you're doing it. It's that excitement of having a common interest with someone who's older than you, with somebody that you look up to and all of that. So I was the little sibling and my sister was the older sibling, and our kids are the opposites. So it's kind of interesting. We both have that opposite insight to give our kids to say, hey, well, I was the older sibling, so I understand how that goes. And I tell my daughter, hey, I was the younger sibling, so this is how Lucy is probably feeling. And it gives a lot more insight for our kids, I think, so that they can get an idea of what the younger or older sibling is feeling. You know, I say sibling even though they're cousins, but they're very close. I mean, they might as well be sisters, because, I mean, my daughter has spent like a week and a half down at my sister's house because she didn't want to come home. So that's fine, you know, have fun. But it's one of those things that I'm okay with completely, that my daughter has another home and another relationship with my sister. I'm fine with that. So as long as she doesn't mind that she's there, I don't care that she has her. And I would take Lucy in a heartbeat, but Lucy has, like I said, Lucy's got a lot of issues, and she's not very comfortable yet in our house, and that's okay. But when she is comfortable in our house, I will be more than happy to take her.
So I kind of want to get her comfortable in my house so that I can take her to give my sister a break, because honestly, my sister hasn't really been separated from Lucy her whole life. Like, Lucy's never gone to a sleepover without my sister. Girl Scout events, she did day camp this year for like the first time this past summer. I think it was the first time this past summer. She did day camp by herself without my sister there, and we were like, yay! So it was a big accomplishment, and we were like super proud of Lucy for doing that, and she had fun. So it was nice for her to be able to do that, but my sister doesn't really get time away from Lucy like I get away from Chloe. So I want Lucy to get comfortable in my house so that all of her needs are met and she can feel safe and comfortable and, you know, happy to stay there overnight, so that she can come up for a weekend and spend the night and my sister can have a weekend alone, because she doesn't get that. So I would like to be able to give that to my sister and to be able to give that to Lucy so that she has another safe spot in her life that she can come to and feel comfortable and not have to worry about, you know, anything basically. I want her to be comfortable. I understand autism in a way that a lot of people don't because of my son, and I understand the different layers of autism because of my son. My son presents completely normal until all of a sudden his triggers he's done. Like a light switch flips and he's done. And suddenly he starts raging and throwing things across the room, and his teachers have never been able to figure out, oh, what caused that? Why did that happen? And I'm like, it's an accumulation of triggers, and he can handle it to a certain point, and then he can't, because it just shuts down and he's done for the day. And they've never been able to figure that out. Like, for some reason, they can't wrap their head around the fact that they don't know when his triggers are accumulated. And I'm like, I can pinpoint it every freaking day. But it doesn't mean I can stop it, but I can pinpoint it. And my son was getting very violent. And at the time, like, he moved out with his dad, and at the time, that was right around the time where I stopped being on YouTube the first time. And that's why. Because Toby got extremely violent with me and with Chloe and with Grandma. And we had to come up with a plan of action. And our plan of action was that he would go and live with his dad. It was supposed to be short term. It was supposed to be for the summer. And when Toby left, I told his dad, like, a month later, I said, I can't take him back. Because A, I didn't have the money to fly him back to Ohio, because his dad's in Seattle. And B, I realized how much I had put Chloe's safety in jeopardy because of Toby, and trying to hold on to Toby and trying to do what's best for Toby. I realized I wasn't doing what was best for Chloe. And after some counseling and a lot of talking and therapy and all of that, we decided that, you know, Chris needed to take him for the foreseeable future, because I couldn't. And I realized in the last year, probably, it's been 2 years now since he's had him, and in the last year I realized that it really is for the best. And I love my son, do not get me wrong. I adore my son. He is the sweetest boy, but I can't take care of him. I can't do what's best for him, and I'm aware of that. So I made the decision that he lives with his dad, and if his dad makes the decision that he can't do his best for him, then he will make the choice that he needs to make, and we will go from there. But it was either his dad took him or he went to residential care, because I couldn't do it anymore. And I wasn't going to continue to put everyone's safety in jeopardy so that we could try to maintain and hold on to Toby, because it wasn't working. So even Job and Family Services people and Child Services got involved at the very end. And they were like, yeah, you could end up with both your kids taken away because of this. And I had to make a very difficult decision. And I made it. And Chris is not happy with me still, because I basically told him, your turn. You get the next 12 years. And he was not prepared for that. So he went through a lot, and he still is going through a lot. And Toby right now is in Children's Hospital in Seattle. And he is probably going to be moved to a behavioral home when he's done with that stay, because even now his behaviors are even more out of hand than they were before because of hormones and all of that. So he is working with a group of people, and every day he pretty much every day he calls me and talks to me, and he said something the other day that I was really proud of him for. He said, I think I'm here because I need help and I'm going to go somewhere else and they're going to give me the help I need and that's okay. And he's like, and I think I need that. So I was really proud of him for admitting that and for knowing that and for seeing it and saying, yes, I do need this help, because that's really hard to do. It's extremely hard to admit when you need help. So I'm proud of him. I am at my sister's house. I'm going to feed my Tamagotchi. I looked on the Tamagotchi list online and I found out my Tamagotchi is like the ultra super rare one. So I'm excited that my first Tamagotchi on this guy is the rare guy. Let's see if you can see him. Can you see him? He's dancing. Boop, boo, doo, doo, boo. But he'll grow up and be, the guy's got like a big nose or something, a big chin. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's cool. So I'm excited. The Walmart bags I had, one ripped and the other one was trash, and this one still has leftovers in it. But I made all my goodies. Goodie bags for Girl Scouts. So what's her full name?
The Magnificent Madame Muffins, Danger Noodle Extraordinaire.
It's a lovely name. Mac and cheese. Biscuits. Bacon. It fell apart, but it's back together. For the moment.
For the moment.
We'll see what happens. Spray. Get her.
No.
Get her. Get her.
How do you have a weapon with range and you're getting right there? Precision work.
You have to pull the blanket off of her and then hit her.
Ow, my hair.
Get her feet.
Hell no.
That's what toes are for.
Ah.
Chloe, you need to learn. Hold this. Record things. I need to go teach my daughter something.
Yeah.
Ow, mother. Nope. 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 Nope.
This is weird because it's like not quite 3D, but it's trying to be.
Yep. First generation of 3D, the system.
Not really. Really, dear.
Yeah.
Well,
Look
least
at
we're
the
not,
serious faces.
Recording how badly I'm doing.
It's the serious game faces.
What does being big with the mushroom get me?
It makes you speed.
Oh,
It makes you go
yeah.
fast.
Oh,
Yeah,
does it?
and you
Yeah.
can squish on
Oh,
people.
fuck.
You can just run people over.
And can I run over pipes? Apparently not.
No. What?
What is your phone doing?
It's
Recording.
So we're gonna have this for all posterity, where I kick Nathan's butt in a racing game.
Yeah.
Probably.
I haven't played
Well,
it
to be fair, this is your fourth round of playing, and this is his first. So.
Whatever makes him feel better.
like ever.
Okay, to be fair, I did grow up on this game.
Yeah,
I grew up on this game too. But I had to get back into the swing of
I
things.
had a SNES, but not until like I had a SNES, but I had like one game for it. I had like Mortal Kombat, and that's it.
Mortal Kombat!
Yeah, but I didn't have like friends.
Good job. Good job, Nathan. Well, I guess good job, Phil, too. You pet him.
Salt is
Right next to stuff.
Do you want a ring toss before you go?
yes.
Okay.
Don't hit me in the face, please.
Nathan, leave it alone.
I did.
Oh!
That's one.
Good job, good job.
Stand back. There. Not that far.
You're blocking my view.
Too bad.
You just hit her in the head.
I'm bad.
Like, in the face.
I'm bad at this.
Okay.
Alright, Chloe, try and catch it.
You
That was way too low.
No!
You almost caught that.
Are you gonna try to catch it?
Probably.
No.
Trinity.
Almost.
If you
See,
didn't move.
that's the thing. Like,
But that's the fun of the game.
Alright, Trinity,
guess.
don't move.
That's probably why you're supposed to have. That's probably why you're supposed to have two people on a team. One of them wearing the hat and the other throwing to try and catch it, and then you switch teams.
oh, you're smart.
Just immediately unpauses on this.
Quit moving.
Missed. Missed. Still missed. Missed again. Put my Tamagotchi down.
Eating him candy.
Does he want it?
Yes, he ate it.
Stop kicking our daughter.
Why? She deserved it.
It's mean.
She's still your Tamagotchi. She deserved
Anyways. I made it.
You made it. I think that's what we call cheating.
They're
I
violent.
think I killed her.
Dad's really antlers.
But the cute.
Are
Yay!
you taking her?
Bye, family.
Bye.
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 Wait. Which one of you goes in the trunk?
Me.
Did they both say
Yeah.
Where am I putting this one then?
They might both fit. They're
They
small.
might both fit in the trunk. They can squish.
They're small.
No,
Really
I'm
cuddling.
talking the hood of the car. That sounds fun.
Alright, you want the hood of the car?
Yep.
Ha.
Alright, Chloe, you're going in the trunk.
Nice.
And Trinity's going in.
Bye.
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 No kids yet.